so I thought I'd give Hastings Pier a go. It's raining, but it's relatively mild, so not too bad. A bit of a southwesterly. It's not pouring with rain, but I certainly need the waterproofs. There's a few anglers up there already, so let's go and find out what they've caught.
The answer to that was actually whiting and pouting, although there was a very good Dover sole caught right at the end there. And what you're looking at there, this is a 3-hook flapper that we started off with, but I've actually bought some of those ready trap swivels really. So you've got the crimp either side of the swivel. It all comes as one bit of tackle and you just crimp them on. It's a bit of a lazy way of doing it. It does save a bit of time making up the rigs. The rain was very much on and off today. A couple of hours, but I thought I'd film my trip just more as a catch report really. Nothing too magnificent catch wise.
Got one rod out at distance with lug. I've got fresh lug on there, which you can see here, and then a live pout on the other rod. Let us know what you think about live baiting. It's not for everyone. I've had a few tuts on the pier already from people wondering why I'm putting a big hook in a fish's mouth, but it certainly is an effective way to catch fish, so got to balance it out.
Typical British weather. Started off raining, brakes are light.
Now we're getting quite significant knocks on there. I've got three hooks, so there's a chance of one or more. Looks like a whiting bite. Whiting. Nice one. Faced with a bit of a dilemma when you're catching fish, in that I'm catching lots of little whiting and pouting on the continental rod, but it's not really what I want. I'd rather have something a little bit more interesting on the bigger rod there. It's the rod with the live pouting on it. Whereas here, I mean, already we're starting to get those little whiting bites just starting to nibble away, and you never know, you know, we might get a flounder or a plaice, even a sole, but to be honest, I want to try and risk it a little bit now. I'm going to leave that out, finish up the last of the fresh worms, and then we'll stick two rods, and we'll stick the two rods right down there and hope for a conger. Obviously night fishing's better for the conger, but they have been coming up in daylight and the water's quite cloudy. I'm not talking about massive fish down there, but there have been some caught, so we'll give it a go.
So as it stands, Hastings Pier is fishable year round. Those of you that follow the channel know that we've done quite a few videos here now. But it's worth having a look at, particularly if you like the flatfish. Don't have to cast far, and obviously you've got that easy access here as well.
Well, the sun's come out now, which is nice. Just shows how the weather changes in this country, doesn't it? So we've still got the same. We've got a live pout on there, and then this rod here, just dropped it a little bit shorter. Line slackened a bit. I'll just tighten that up. So not the most magnificent of angling sessions, but as I say, I just wanted to record it really as a catch report, and there are plenty of fish here to be caught. Need to spend a bit more time, I think. I hope to get out and about a little bit further afield once the autumn and winter's in full swing. It's just simply a case of getting out there, really. So there we go, the day got a lot brighter. Just shows, doesn't it, this country. 1 minute it's pouring with rain, and the next minute, it's literally 20 minutes later, you've got blue skies right the way across. Thank you very much for all the feedback we've had from the last video. Just wanted to check over some of the comments that people have been writing. I find it very useful, not just for myself, but hopefully for everyone. If you read the comments underneath the video, we're getting some really good tips from other anglers, particularly ones that are very experienced as well, and some excellent questions from beginners. So just going back to the last video that we did, the entry level lure fishing rod that we spoke about, Nemesis LR said, great review. It's always a good start. He said, I think it's the best bass rod at that price. The Major Craft Sky Rod is a great rod for a bit more money. He admits to being a bit of a tackle tart, and he's got the Tenryu Ultimate. He also uses a Shimano Stradic. That's a CI4 3000 size, so slightly bigger than the one I use. Yeah, DZ Malavaki. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. He doesn't like the guides on that rod either. They are quite small, I must admit. Some excellent comments on here. Really do appreciate this. I've had some other suggestions for other rods as well on here from everyone. Liam Hemming asks if I use fluoro as a leader to save the braid from rubbing and failing. He says he likes braid, but if he's fishing over rocks, eventually it just goes. Yeah, rocks will rip through any sort of line, really. I mean, I made a quick reply to that, basically that it's the invisibility of braid is the most important factor. Phil Insane's had 7 bass this weekend in Ireland. Well done, mate. That's doing better than me. Got using the famous Komomo 125 on there. So yeah, plenty of comments. Really appreciate all of these. I'm sorry I haven't got time to go through all of them. Chris Timms has got another thumbs up for the rod as well. Thanks, Chris. And sorry, Nigel. He says he's got me looking at rods now. I'll let the wife know it's your fault. Yep, sorry, mate. Richard Godfrey makes a good point as well. He fishes a short leader, 2 to 3 foot. Remember, this is a lure rod we were talking about last week. He doesn't have any problem with that, and it doesn't wind onto the rings either because it's so short. Got a few issues with that in that I like a longer fluorocarbon leader because I think that the braid can spook the bass when it's that short. But some great comments there. Thank you, Richard. He also goes on to say more about the Savage Gear Salt CCS, which is a good one. Interesting comment from DZ Maker Valley criticising me for not telling the location of the bass. I won't go too much more into that. I did reply though. There we go. So yeah, I'll try and give a little bit of feedback about the previous video in each
at the end of each video now, because we are getting so many really good comments and questions from you guys out there. So thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it if you subscribed as well.